Holograms exhibit uses Oracle AI services such as Speech AI, as well as Oracle Database Select AI and vector search features, either directly or via the AI Explorer for apps. It takes your spoken questions, conducts vector searches, and I, an Unreal metahuman, provide the answers verbally and/or via data visualizations. It is completely open source and available for you to try. Thanks for checking it out.
La elección de la mejor película es subjetiva, pero El Padrino es frecuentemente citada como una de las mejores películas de todos los tiempos.
Okay, this is the kit that you will get for the hologram fan. But here we have everything for the stand. This is all for the stand here. This is all the fan up at the top here. And then this is the phone with the power supply and the rubber bands that will be used to connect the phone to the stand. So you put the stand together, put the fan together, put the fan on the stand, and then put the phone on the stand behind the fan. So when you get it, this is the base. You have these two screws here and this. You will take this piece and attach it to the bottom. There'll be these four things. There's one missing from this one, but these four rubber pegs, they're necessary. And then you take the stand, take this piece, put it on the base like this, then put this here. This is the back. So we put this on with these two screws. Okay, this here, this goes to here, goes to here. These two screws with the washer, just screwed on like that. Super easy. You need both the Phillips head screwdriver, the crosshead screwdriver, and an Allen wrench. So usually it'll be this one tool, but in any case, those are the two tools you'll need. Just tighten this up. Okay, so that's that. Then the second piece, this will be assembled for you. So this goes on the top. Okay. And then you just take these two screws to attach it. Okay, and that's it for the stand. So just make sure everything is secure. Make sure this is not moving at all. Very important that this is nice and secure on there. This is secure, the base is secure, because the fan moves, of course, fairly powerfully. So you make sure this is secure. Then if you want, you can use these to place in here to hold because the phone is eventually going to go here. I'll show you this in more detail. But the phone is going to go here, so you want to keep this wire out of the way. So you can use these or anything, just to make sure the wire's out of the way. That's the only thing these are used for, okay? So that is the stand, and we'll set that to the side. And now we'll put together the fan. So this is the fan base, and very simply you put these blades on there. So there are 4 blades. I have extras here. It's very simple. Be very careful with the blades, but it's very simple to put them on. You'll notice you just pop them on like this. Okay, that's it. They're in there. Very important not to lose these screws. So these screws are a little particular, so do not lose these or replace them with something other than what they are. So we just pop that on and screw them in. Secure, but not too hard. You don't want to break the blades, of course. One there and one up here. You done with that? And as I say, be careful when you're done with the screws and pack them up. Make sure you put them in a bag to put them away. But now the blades are on there. This is the power for the fan. This connects to the fan using this. So I'm not sure if the camera can pick this up, but you need to make sure that this is put in the proper way. This has a flat side here. So this side is round, this side is flat. And you'll see the two holes here that you match up to make sure it's in there properly. All right, just like that. Screw this on. Unless this is already attached from the last person that had it. So that's the power for the fan. We'll now switch over. This is the optics box. Yours will probably look different. This is a junction box. Yours will probably be smaller. This is the power for that, for the junction box. And then this is the optic wire that will run from the power box to the fan. And I will show that when we move to the setup. And then this is the remote control. So I will keep mentioning the fact that you should not, as soon as you plug this in, the fan will go on. So you need to make sure everything is clear before you plug in the fan, because it'll go right on. And then you can turn it off with the remote or by unplugging it, but the remote will shut it off. And the remote shuts it off real sharp. So it'll make a bit of a sound when you hit stop. It's not bad, but just so you know. So now we will move over to assembling the fan on the stand over on the table. Okay, so now we have the stand is assembled, the fan is assembled, and we have two things coming out of the fan. We have the power cable and the hole for the optics. Now this is the most precise part, okay, is connecting this cable to here, because it's delicate and you need to make sure it goes in at the exact same spot. So there's a round center you have to place it in, but there's also a little bit that you have to make sure lines up with this, okay? And if that does not line up, you may get a picture, but it may not show the full picture and things like that. So this is very important. It's not difficult, but it is sensitive, and you just need to make sure that this lines up when you place that in there, okay? So you'll place that in there. Don't plug it in yet, as I'll keep repeating. Make sure plugging it in is the very last thing you do, because it will go on as soon as you plug it in. Okay, so that's important. But once the stand is assembled, putting the fan on there is quite easy. So you just slot this right onto the fan slot on here like this. Okay, so attaching it to the stand is quite easy. And then this will plug in around the back, of course, when we're ready. And then this is the optics box. So this, again, this plugs into the fan, which I just showed you. The other end, which looks like this, plugs into the optics box. And so your optics box will probably only have one of these. So you simply slide it in there carefully, of course. Just slide it in there and it'll snap into place. That's it. That's done. And then this side will go in the fan. The power, obviously, turn this. That will go to power. And this is the HDMI that will run to the laptop. So to the fan, to the power, to the laptop HDMI, okay? I'll set this back here. And so I'll attach this from there to the fan. This is the plug for the optics box. Generally looks like this. Plug that in. And now we will also plug in, and I have the remote control here. You can try the fan first, and then when the fan is successful, then put the phone on. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and plug it in. And again, I'm just going to keep repeating, when you plug it in, it goes on automatically. So you need to make sure all these wires are clear. A better job than I'm doing here, to be honest, is advised. So everything is clear. Good. Plug it in. And so I'll talk about this a bit more, but what you'll do is from the laptop, you will extend your display so that you can drag the zoom that shows the hologram over to the fan. And I'll explain that more, but in other words, you drag this over to display the appropriate content. So the fan is just a display, like any other monitor or whatever, and you can extend it and extend your current display to drag over the zoom window that will share the avatar, as you see here. And then just hit the off key. And that's all for setting up the fan itself.
Now that you have your fan set up, so now what? I'll walk you through everything you need to know to get the demo up and running. Please, before the event, double check with your local contact, or your event person, agencies, to make sure you have everything here ready for your event. Some of these things that you might to use your own, start renting them or buying them and expensing them back to Oracle. So first, let's set up the iPhone. First, download the LiveLink Face app, which I've listed on the right side. If you already have this set up, you can skip this step. But here's the instruction. Go to the settings, and here I have the step-by-step instructions on how to add the IP address to the app. Once you do that, please secure it to the fan stand with rubber bands, and please make sure it's eye leveled. On the right, I have a picture. It's not the best picture, but you can see the rubber band right here, keeping the iPhone on the stand. Next, connect it to a power source outlet rather than to your laptop. We have heard this feedback many times in the past. If you are only connecting it to your laptop, it might die halfway through because the app is running throughout the event. Next, let's set up the laptop. Please make sure you have your Zoom and browser downloaded on your laptop. Go to your browser and go to this link and enter the username and password. You should see something like this. We are actively working on this page, so it might look different by the time you are watching this training video. Next, log into Zoom with your Oracle account and share the meeting link with your hologram contact. Wait for the person to join and share their screen. One thing I want to mention is that think of the hologram as your second monitor, and I'll explain what I mean by that. Now your laptop should look something like this. You have your Zoom open along with the hologram page. So what you need to do is to drag your Zoom application over to the hologram, just like you're using the hologram as the second monitor. Make sure it's centered. And in real life, this should look something like this. The avatar is centered in the fan. And now let's go to our hologram page. When you come to our hologram page, at the very top, you can see different flags. So the hologram actually supports different languages. So for example, if I click the Japanese flag, so this will allow me to ask questions in Japanese, answers in Japanese as well. But for the sake of this demo, let's stick with English. This demo has 3 different features. 1, it can allow you to ask any questions and provide you answers. 2, if you click Mirror Me mode, it will mirror all your head rotations and facial movements from everything from neck and up. And lastly, if you click Explain this exhibit, it will start introducing itself.
And I, an Unreal metahuman, provide the answers verbally and or via data visualizations. It is completely open source and available for you to try. Thanks for checking it out.
Now let's go with the first one, ask questions. So I'm going to ask a question right now. Hi, can you tell me what year did Oracle database get started? And here's the answer. Was started in 1979. In person, Avatar will actually announce this. If you scroll down, this is the architecture behind the hologram. And this QR code will actually take you to the GitHub page. Now you know the hologram works, let's go back to the training. Please make sure you have speakers, microphone, mouse clicker, and most importantly, dedicated internet connection on site. As you can imagine, conferences can be very noisy, crowded. The internet connection, it is very important. Can minimize the lag when it comes to the response and to improve the experience. I've gone through quite a few do's and don'ts in this training video so far, but I highlighted a few that I have not mentioned yet. So please pause the video, read through all the do's and don'ts, and let us know if you have any questions. As you can imagine, you probably saw that in many pictures, the hologram is always surrounded by people. So to make sure no one's getting hurt by that, please make sure to place the stanchion at a very safe distance. So no one's hair getting trapped, no one's finger getting cut, no one's getting injured. Also very important to place do not touch sign next to the hologram, just like the picture on the right side. We actually get this question a lot on how to take better pictures of the hologram. And the answer is, it's all about the shutter speed. If you use your phone camera to take picture of the hologram, oftentimes the picture turn out like the ones on the left. So how do we get to take picture of the hologram on the right? And the answer is the app Hypervision. So download the app on your phone and you're able to adjust the shutter speed. And that's how you can get a picture on the right. At the end of the event, you might be wondering, how can I break down the fan? First, please make sure to have a person who originally set up the fan to handle the breakdown. Next, turn off all the power sources and disconnect every cable you connected during the setup, including from the fan, optic box, laptop, speakers, and please don't lose the cables. Carefully remove the fan from the stand. Unscrew the blades and place each blade back into its individual plastic bag. And please return all the screws to their original bag. After you take care of the blades, now you can disassemble the stand. Lastly, repack everything into the case it came in. If you rented any equipment through the events agency, such as a laptop, speakers, please double check with the event's contact before returning. We're wishing you a really successful event, and please share the event photos, the number of batch scans, key highlights, comments, suggestions, and feedback, and we really appreciate these. And why does it matter? It helps us showcase the real results, the numbers, to our leaderships. It also helps us build a case for future budget to come up with more activations like this so we can continue to support you and your team on different events, customer meetings, and beyond. Thank you.